Hello viewers, my name is Ashok Rijal and I am a linguistics teacher. Today I am going to talk on the topic the properties of language. Language has certain properties. As we all know that language is the means of communication and dissemination of the information, knowledge, and it is also the means of expressing our emotions, feelings, ideas, etc. That is what we know about language. So, language, human language is very different from animal communication. So, we cannot use language and communication interchangeably because human beings communicate or use language differently from all the animals. Animals also communicate. We have heard bees communicate by dancing, to show the source of food, and other animals also communicate. Especially, they have the communication system related to food and danger. Today, as I have told in the beginning, we have 6 properties, features or characteristics. We can use the term properties, characteristics, features interchangeably, meaning same. So there are linguists have decidedly, fixed the characteristics of human language, and they are 6 in numbers. We will talk about the 3 aspects, characteristics first in this first video, and then we may talk about other remaining 3 properties of language in the next video. So let's get started. The first property of language is arbitrary. Arbitrariness. Arbitrariness is the first property of language. First, we should understand what does the word or the term arbitrariness mean. Arbitrariness means, in the simplest term, there is no logical relationship between the words and the concept. We use words and it refers to something, or in the term of linguistics we can say sign consists of 2 parts. One is signifier and the other one is signified. Signifier means the word. We utter certain words. They have certain meaning. They are signified. Signifier and signified. Okay? There is no logical relationship between them. There is no one-to-one meaning. This is one of the chief differences between animal language, animal communication, and human language. That is. So, arbitrary means arbitrariness, meaning no logical relationship between the signifier and the signified, signifier and the referent, the word and the concept. So there is no one-to-one relationship or logical relationship between the words and the meaning. Next one, the next property of language is duality. Duality of patterning. The next property of language is duality of patterning. What does it mean? Actually, whenever Hockett, linguist, the name of linguist is Hockett. whenever the linguists try to find the designated property of language, they came along with one term, meaning duality, two. Actually, any word that we speak, they are made up of sounds. Sounds in themselves are meaningless. So, any meaningful words or morphemes are made up of meaningless sound. Sound, for example, ba, pa, ta, ka. We know there are altogether 44 sounds in the English language. We're talking about English language particularly. All the languages in the world, they have different set of sounds. We talked about English. All the same, all the languages of the world, they have two sounds. One is vowel sound, the other one is consonant sound, right? Okay. Let's take an example. Ba, and then a, ta. In isolation, this sound ba, a, ta, they have no meaning at all. But the words are made up of meaning, these meaningless sounds become meaningful words. Arranging, grouping these meaningless, finite symbols, finite sounds. Finite means limited sounds. From limited meaningless sound, we make unlimited, infinite, potentially infinite number of words, right? That is what duality of patterning means. Once again, duality of patterning refers to this meaningful unit, meaningful element made up of meaningless ba. It has no meaning. Or a, it doesn't have any meaning in isolation. But the meaning is, given by, combining these sounds, and we can make infinite number of words, morphemes. That is called duality of patterning. Okay, ba, a, ta becomes bat. 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 Badminton, right? Bat. Okay. It is also a name of a bird. Okay, but mammal type bat. Okay. So we can also make tab from here. T-A-B, tab. We can make tab. All right. But A-B-T, is it possible? Not really possible, right? Or B, okay, all right. T-B-A also makes no sense. There is certain method, organized. Language is full of grammar. There are certain, system. Language is systematic. This is also one of the characteristics of language. Okay? All right. You can say, all right, creativity. Creativity is also other property of language. Let's take example. You can create a number of sentences by arranging words in different ways, arranging sounds in different ways. That is creativity. We can, we have, according to Noam Chomsky, whenever human baby is born, his or her mind is tabula rasa, meaning blank sheet of paper. Nothing is written. Later on, we write. What do? We write. Means we acquire language. We have language acquisition box, LAD. Language acquisition, acquiring box, that is LAD. With the help of this, we can create a number of sentences, and productivity, you can say productivity, open-endedness or creativity is also one of the main properties of language. So, to recap, language, as we have understood, it is one important aspect of human being. We are human beings because of language. We can interact, we can communicate, we use vocal sounds, and we communicate our ideas, we release emotions, we tell feelings, and then we also disseminate knowledges. That is the function of knowledge, language. Because of language alone, we could, many things were written in the past and they were transferred, because of language. We have two different systems of language. One is spoken form and the other one is written. Then we use spoken form, written form. Also there are some sign language. Exception is that, right? Okay. Well, arbitrariness, except onomatopoeic word. For example, if you say the bees are buzzing, buzzing sound, it has some relationship with the, word, buzz. I think in the morning, if you are generally in a village, then you may have heard the sound produced by rooster, right? Kikiriki is some, a French way, Germany way of translating cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo, something like that, right? Once again, cock-a-doodle-doo, meaning. In Hindi we have different, in Manipuri it has different, so actually they are somehow, somehow related. But apart from onomatopoeic words, all the words and meanings, there is no direct relationship. That's what I wanted to say. No logical relationship, no logical connection between the signifier and signified. Signifier means words and signified means concept. Okay. Duality of patterning, I just told, meaningless sounds, meaningless unit, creates meaningful words or morpheme. So duality, there is, without sound, words are impossible. But only sounds will not do. So there is duality of patterning. Other one is we can create a number of sentences. Because of this arbitrariness, creativity is possible. We can create a number of words. We can also, create a number infinite set of, utterances. That is other property of language. So the next three properties of language will be dealt in the second video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful evening.